This is the fill in the blank section. Once again, the order is different, but the questions are the same for both tests. So an atom has 12 protons. What is the element? What you would need to do is look at the periodic table and find element number 12, and you'll find that it's Mg. Or Mg stands for magnesium. Prep me, I'll put the answers after the question, so you'll have the blanks blank. Okay, how many neutrons are there in carbon-14? You'd find that by taking the mass number, so mass minus neutrons, minus protons, I'm sorry, equals neutrons. So you'd have 14 minus 6 equals 8. You need to be sure that you understand where these numbers came from, where I got these numbers. The 6 is the atomic number of carbon, the 14 is the mass number in this case. The periodic table will say carbon has a weight of 12, or a mass of 12. But this is an isotope of carbon that has 2 extra neutrons. That's why the mass is 14. Number 3, which subatomic particle is not in the nucleus? That'd be the electrons. Electrons fill up the electron cloud, which is outside of the nucleus. The other 2 subatomic particles are the protons and neutrons, and they are both located in the nucleus. All of the mass of the atom is in the nucleus. The subatomic particle with a positive charge is the proton. And since the electrons are in the electron cloud and electrons are negative, so the answer here is negative, since it's the electrons that are in the electron cloud. If the total positive and negative charge are equal, the charge is 0. In this case, protons are positive and electrons are negative, so the total positive and negative would be the same, so the charge would be 0. The mass of the atoms in the nucleus, what did we say earlier was in the nucleus? Protons and neutrons. Number 9, the subatomic particle and the energy levels. What's in the electron cloud? So electrons are in the electron cloud, so therefore they're going to be in the energy levels outside of the nucleus. And what did we say the center of the atom was? A little pinpoint of mass in the center would be the nucleus. And what is the center of the atom called? The nucleus. What did we say earlier was in the nucleus? So protons and neutrons would be in the center of the nucleus. This is an important question for later on in the course. The subatomic particle that's most involved with other atoms would be on the outside of the atom. So the outside of atoms would bump into each other, just like if you're bumping into people in the hall, the outside of you hits them. It's not the inside of your body that comes into contact, it's the outside. What's on the outside? It's the electrons. And that's the part of the atom that would be involved in chemical reactions. The subatomic particle with no charge, remember my joke about the neutron? Asked the bartender what he owed him, and the bartender said, for you there would be no charge. So neutrons are neutral, they have no charge. The subatomic particle that gives the nucleus a charge would be the one that's there are 2 things in a nucleus, protons and neutrons. Neutrons, we just said, have no charge. So it must be the protons that give the nucleus a charge. And what did we say the charge on a proton was? Positive. What did we say the charge on an electron was? Negative. Oops, negative. All right, and on this question, I took 2 answers. The name of groups of atoms that are chemically bonded together. I wanted you to say molecule. But if you said compound, I took that. Molecule is the best answer. All right, that's the end of this section.